Hello everyone. So let me introduce myself and my team members. My name is Himanshu and we have Rahul and Shubham with us. So we're gonna talk about IT security policy. So alright, next slide please. Alright, so this is the executive summary over here. So what we're gonna do in this presentation, what are we gonna discuss about? So here it is. So its first point will be governance and risk management. We'll be discussing this and asset management and physical and environmental security, human resource security. All policies will focus on making Hall is the company name, so more secure as an organization. So it's an introduction of the company. So basically it was founded in 1999, Hall Hierarchical Access Limited, privately owned by CEO and founder Ellen Hake. And service provided by this company is basic internet access, fast internet access, and web registration and hosting alternatives. So Amanda Wilson is the CIO of the company, which has experience in technical field of 15 years, and 10 years of senior IT manager experience. So yeah. Lesson learned. What we have learned during this project. So first of all is working as a team. So how to work in a team. Like if you're gonna go into some working under some higher authority, so how to work in a team, we have learned that. Drafting a policy. So how to draft a policy. So it should be organized and well defined so that everyone can easily understand that. So next one is significance of the policy. Like how important is the policy to an organization, how to maintain the significance of the policy, like how important a policy to a company is, and implementation, how to implement a policy in an organization, and learn about the organization health. Of course it was our case study, so we all have learned about the company health. Next one. So now this is the conclusion. So policy should be well defined. If they are not well defined, a person cannot understand it. If the person cannot understand it, how will he will follow it? So always look for vulnerabilities. Vulnerabilities can be can be of any type, like a malware attack, or the person working in a company can also be a vulnerable thing if he leak the data or something like that. So revise the policy and update them on regular intervals. Revision of the policies are important and updation is necessary on regular intervals. All employees should be aware of the policies. Like everyone who's working under an organization, they should be well aware of the policies so that they can follow it and nobody breaks any rules. Alright, statement of authority will be continued by my group member Shubham. So here it is.
Thank you so much for that, Himanshu, and hi, Denny. So, statement of authority. This is a statement which is provided by the CISO of a company, and this is usually given out, or it is like a voice of a company or an organization, that what is the expectation from the employees and what is the expectation which has to be taken care for every individual who is working and for whom we are working with. So, the statement of authority has cleared out who is in charge of the business, who has to do one particular. Describing the authority, that who can sign a document, who can execute a particular a policy, and who has the authority that who can go ahead and penalize anyone who will violate that particular policy as well. Alright, so our very first policy that we have defined is the governance and the risk management. The governance and the risk management is for the regulation and for all the flaws, and is to show the authoritative pledge to actualizing and keeping up on the information security policy and supporting the structure. The governance shows that we have to go ahead. These are the set of rules which. Alright, so this is about the governance. What about the risk management? The risk management involves the password policies, the email policy, and if a particular that we have to interact with the end user, what kind of rules and regulations that we have to follow. So these are the basic three policies that we have defined under the risk management. The risk management is very necessary for any company. The way we deal, the way we go ahead and to communicate with our clients as well. So the next policy that we have defined is asset management. So the asset management is one of the most important thing for any organization. Asset is anything which belongs to a company, how we have to deal with it, how to assign it to a particular person, how that particular person will go ahead and define a particular, as per their role they have to be defined, what they are going to do with the asset. And at the end, if we have to, so the executive is the way towards the accepting, labeling, recording, and inevitably discarding the gear. So the next slide will be presented by Rahul, and he will take up the human resources and the physical security policy. Thank you.
I'm going to talk about physical security and environmental security. In organization, it is very important for the. I'm going to explain about the physical security and environmental security. It is very important for the any organizations to maintain their physical. To provide their organization a physical security, because physical security plays an important role for the organizations. Like organization have to protect their every assets physically. Like they have to provide security to their perimeter. Like they have to put some cameras, and as well as they have to fuck yaar. We can also use as a man. We can also use technology of mentors, like mentors provided to provided two ways functionality. Like once the first door will open and the attacker is entering into the organization, then that door will be get closed and the second door will open. So it will disallow to him to run away from the organization if he is a suspecting man. And also we can provide organization physical security by providing by assigning a guard over at the gate. And and for the environmental security, we can also use some softwares. Like we can use firewalls, or we can use IDS IPS, so that whatever the traffic is coming inside the network, that will be get filtered by the those softwares. Human resource is related to the HR or the management team who are hiring for the to the employees. Like during the recruitment, they have to go with some security process. Like they have to characterize the connection between the data and security and staff researches. They have to pursue the phases of the worker and life cycle. And during the recruitment, they have to during the recruitment or during the interview process, they have to keep they have to not disclose the security of related to organizations. Describe the reason for the classification and satisfactory use agreements. So if they are employees hired by the organization, then there is some agreements. There he should be he should be aware of the those security things. And we should understand the suitable security instructions, preparing and mindfulness programs. We should create a staff for related security strategies and techniques. Thank you for listening our presentation.